I left the city, I've been browsing. Treading water that they drowning. I head on the swivel, yeah. It's only really my surroundings. They keep it all the way at the.
Hey everybody, it's Zach, aka Zach's Reviews. We are backing up another video. And guys, today was episode 10 of Stargirl. This was a very interesting episode. It was a little low-key at the same time, but it was a little big plot point of the fact that in this episode we're seeing, Jade aka Jenny again, or Jenny aka Jade. Which was very cool to see her again, as we all knew we were going to see her again. We all thought we were going to see her again. And, we got a little bit of more of character development on seeing where her character is going to be possibly going and how she ties in going forward to what big thing ends up happening at the end. We get to see in this episode more of how important she is on defeating Eclipso, and we also get on the other side of while that's going on, we get a little bit more of the Thunderbolt pen and Jakeem, and a little bit more of where we're going to see him go forward and actually get introduced to Jakeem a little bit more into who he is later in, I think, this season. So I'm excited, to get into all this, but I'm going to let my sister go first on what she thought she liked about this episode, and then I'll tell you guys what I liked about it.
My favorite part was Mike was on his bike, riding, and, he saw a candy cane pole. He saw a gumdrop. We think Jakeem either turned his house or someone else's house into a gingerbread house.
Yeah, the little thing about that though is that I don't know if he meant to do that, because as we all know, Mike and the whole entire gang had to make sure, again, be careful what you wish for. Again, things could be, out of place, and the way you're saying something, and if anybody should know that, Mike should know that. And the fact that he only knew that the pink pen was being active because he saw, I guess, he heard on the radio when he was fixing Stripe that they saw pink lightning and this and that, and I was he's like, no way. And that's how he came across, the gingerbread house with the gumdrop and everything.
Yeah.
And I thought that was cool and clever because, again, they skipped right over pretty much, again, it's summertime, and pretty much Eclipso's making it wintertime and, Blue Valley. And I love how, Jakeem's probably figures, it's kind of winter right now, let's do Christmas-themed stuff right now. I'm liking that. I'm liking how maybe Jakeem has more control over the pen. I feel like Mike will soon learn to realize that Jakeem, he made the right choice of sending it to Jakeem. Maybe he'll realize that he was meant to do that. He was never meant to have the pink pen, because he kind of was bummed when he said, I wish, it went to somebody else. So it's going to be interesting to see going forward, how Jakeem and Mike meet and how they become friends. Now Mike finally realizes it was meant to go to Jakeem, and Mike was always meant to take over Stripe. So I'm excited to see how that all is going to play out going forward, because I know that's what's going to be coming probably in the next couple of episodes, if not the next week's episode. So, probably not next week's episode, but you never know, because, we saw something else, but you never know what might happen. But what else did you like about the episode?
I liked how, Courtney called Beth to, protect Barb.
That was hilarious. That was so freaking funny. Mike's face, he's like, you're kidding. You're kidding. He's probably like, could you just go get Yolanda for, 1 second? Please? Damn, and we see some aftermath, of course, of that, you know what I mean? As we all find out from last week's episode with the JSA, with Courtney finding out the JSA killed. And in this episode, she's upset at Pat. She can't forgive Pat. She, she's like, this could have prepared us. It could have prevented, Yolanda from wanting to quit. It could have prevented Rick, going down the path he went down. Mm-hmm. It could have prepared us, we could have been a united front on this one issue, because that's pretty much what split us apart from Yolanda wanting to quit, because, Beth and Rick weren't, they sounded like they weren't okay with it. And it just could have prevented her from wanting to leave. Her from wanting to think that she wasn't meant to be Wildcat. It could have been like, oh, they killed before. So I'm okay. You know what I mean? It's not like, they never killed and I don't deserve to be a Wildcat. It's that, she probably would have stayed.
Yeah.
But you're thinking of what if, she probably still maybe would have wanted to quit even if she found out that, Wildcat killed. You know what I mean? We don't know. But I feel like she maybe would have stayed with the fact that, he kept being Wildcat even though he had to kill. Because, I'm going to be honest, the JSA had to kill at that moment. They had to. If I was in their place and, again, he was threatening my loved ones, I would have killed him. I was like, he needs to go.
Who did Rex kill?
Rex agreed with it, Wildcat, I always forget Wildcat's like real name, isn't it like
Ted or something.
Ted Grant? Yes, Ted Grant. He killed. You know what I mean? And the only ones that were really against, everybody pretty much said yeah initially,
except for Pat and the Flash.
except for Pat and Jay Garrick. All the other ones that were out of commission, so the only ones that really could make the decision were Pat, Jay Garrick, Rex, Sylvester, and Ted Grant. And again, Sylvester, Ted Grant, and
Rex.
And Rex all said yes, and Pat and Jay said no. And they didn't have the vote, so they killed, and we end up opening that with him saying, "I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I really thought bringing you would swing the odds, and we would find a way, but we didn't. And I brought you into." I brought you in thinking, we could, save him, but I brought you into a murder. And, he said, "I'm sorry, but, you have always been there for me. I consider you as a brother." And that was a touching moment. And I can't wait that they're building up more of that, how much, Starman meant to, how much Sylvester meant to Pat and how much Pat meant to Sylvester. And when we get to that moment where, Pat finds out he's alive, that's going to be a big moment because he's going to question so much things. And how are you alive? Is this just a Eclipso, mirage? Are you actually here? Is he doing this? He's not going to trust him at first. I feel like that won't happen. But it's going to be very interesting to see that they're building everything up to Sylvester coming back, and that's going to be a big moment because that's just crazy. But going into more of Jade, her trying to find her brother out in I forget what the city was called. It was called like Civic City, which was cool to see that, and I guess somebody is keeping her brother.
Yeah,
which was weird, which is very sus. Whoever those people are.
She went to the place where he was staying.
Yeah, the foster home. I think. Yeah.
I think it was foster.
I think it was too.
And she's gathering all those things, and the nurse calls up this guy and is like, "Hey, she's looking for her brother.
Yeah.
I told her he wasn't here. Blah, blah, blah."
Yeah, which is very sus. I'm wondering who is that on the other line.
So maybe someone is holding her brother away from her.
And it's very weird. Again, there's some names that she dropped, you know what I mean? Maybe deep dive, comic book fans probably know maybe the name she dropped. Maybe know some insight on, what the place was that they went to and all that stuff. Like, they picked up the stuff that I'm not picking up, really, or my sister. But it's going to be interesting to see who did she talk to and how will that affect the brother coming back in the picture or her trying to find her brother.
Yeah.
But when they did that, she, like I said, and remember I told you, they're going to find her because they need, apparently Shade is saying that to put Eclipso, to stop Eclipso, you have to put together back the diamonds to put them back in the stone. But, and then since the staff's not working, who do they go to that has light? Jade. Which I told you that was going to happen. I was like, Jade is going to be the key somehow to pretty much put back, make the black, diamonds, come to be again, where they can trap Eclipso or something. I was like, they're going to use the staff and use her, Green Lantern ring. And I was like, okay, this is going to work. But little did we know, this was all part of Shade's plan, and he needed the stone to be put together so the Shadow Realm and Earth will be tied into one and he can heal himself again. So he did it as a selfish thing for himself. He tricked them thinking that was going to stop Eclipso, but that summons Eclipso. And that moment when Eclipso pops in the room, takes out Pat, and Courtney's trying to use the staff, it doesn't work. Jade uses her freaking Green Lantern ring. I was like, get it. I was like, yeah, let's go, Jade, let's go. Make him take it, bro.
Another part
that annoyed me.
Another part is because now Courtney is stuck where Cindy sucks.
Yeah, because freaking the ring didn't work. I don't get how the ring didn't work. That's pure light. I was shocked. I was like, she's so much power. Yeah. I just feel like she was so scared at the time. Maybe it just didn't kick into gear, but that's the perfect time it should have kicked into gear. But there's gonna be a cool moment where it's like, her using her Green Lantern ring, Courtney using her staff, and it's gonna be working again. They're gonna take out Eclipso, and the team is all gonna get together and they're all gonna pitch in, trying to try to hold him down. Well, maybe they Courtney and and Jade all use their the staff and the ring. And they're going to take him out. They're all going to gather back together, the team. And also, the Thunderbolt's going to help the pen. The pink pen's going to help. Jakimi's going to help. And the three of them, I feel like, will all take out, well, all of them together, but the three light powers will take out Eclipso.
Stargirl,
that's my theory.
Green Lantern, and
Jakeem, the Thunderbolt. And I'm excited to see that because they're all going to get together and they're all going to take him down. I'm calling it. And it's going to be so sick seeing them all come together as a unit again. I'm so excited to see that moment, literally. Like, that was just shocking to me that Courtney got dragged down. I was so annoyed at that. And guess what she leaves behind? The cosmic staff. And I'm thinking, Starman is going to come in, if not the next episode, the next one after that, and he's going to fix the staff somehow, maybe. And then he's going to get her out and everybody else. I'm thinking something. There's not a coincidence, I feel like, that the staff is left behind. And the only one that really can use the staff is Sylvester. And I cannot wait to see Joel McHale come in and say, hi Stripesy, you know what I mean, or something like that, or hi Pat. That's going to be such a sick moment. I'm super excited. I cannot wait to see what's going to happen in the next, going forward and in the next episode, because we see Cindy, we see, it looks like we see Dr. McNider in this gray Blue Valley realm, in the Shadow realm, and I'm excited to see, because Cindy said there's no way out. And I find that hard to believe. They're gonna get out, of course, because if Courtney's in there, they're gonna get out. That just confirms to me there is a way out. Because if the main character's in there, she's getting out. Like, it was questionable seeing if Cindy was gonna get out and seeing if Dr. McNider was gonna get out.
And Courtney.
But now it's official because Courtney's in there now, so they're all gonna get out. I think they're gonna get out. I think Sylvester's going to help them. And Jade's going to help Sylvester, and then she's going to master her power a little bit more, and they're going to get both of them out of there.
Yeah, I miss Cindy. I do a lot.
Yeah,
I love her.
I miss her too. I mean, I miss that villain. I loved how she was using the Eclipso Stone. You know what I mean? I loved that, but I do love how, like, everything happened, and how Eclipso was, like, the bigger threat. He was just using her, you know what I mean, to help her fulfill her dreams. He was actually using her to get what he wanted to be let free out of the stone. So I just love that. It's such a great evil scheme of a great villain. I'm just loving this season so much. I cannot wait to see what's going to happen going forward. I can't wait to see Jakeem and see that moment where Jakeem, runs into Mike, or Mike runs into Jakeem, and he says, "Oh, I had the pink pen," and he's like, "Oh, I have the pink pen now," and they talk and they become friends. I can't wait to see how that go down. I can't wait to see Mike he'll learn from that, saying, I've always meant to be Stripe. This confirms I've always meant to be Stripe.
Yeah.
And that's my place. I can't wait to see that go down. And I just can't wait to see the entire team get back together. The one cute moment I really liked about this episode is that I thought Yolanda was going to go see Rick in prison, but actually Grundy gave him apples outside of his window, and I thought that was cute. I was like, dang, Rick did something no one did for Grundy. He was there for Grundy. He said, I think you can change. And Grundy, when he said friend, you know what I mean, in the last episode, that was sad to see, Rick being taken off like that, and Rick, going, thinking that he, it was sad, and when I know it's crazy, I just thought of this because I told my sister, it's crazy because, again, Rex, Tyler, and also, Ted Grant, both killed somebody for the sake of good, and Yolanda and Rick, their predecessors, kill somebody for the sake of good.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me, thinking that they're doing something to help somebody. And Eclipso knows it. Eclipso's messing with them and knowing what they did. He's messy. Again, he's doing this as revenge because they put him in the stone, the old JSA, the originals. So I just can't believe it. That just now popped into my mind when I was watching the show. Mm-hmm. That's such a clever, you know what I mean? Foreshadowing, the past, did what they needed to do to save people, and now the present's doing what they needed to do to save people, the present JSA. I just love that. It's such great writing. But guys, that was the video pretty much. That's all I have to really say about the episode. I just really enjoyed the episode.
It was really good. It's a lot to say.
Do you have anything else to say?
Nope.
No? Again, if you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel, put in the notifications, like this video, because it helps build the channel.
Helps the algorithm.
It helps the algorithm. That's true. That's facts. It helps, it just helps build this, awesome community here, this awesome family here on this channel. Again, we're all about spreading love, positivity, and motivation. We're almost to 400 subscribers. Right now, we're at 380, I think, right? Or 370.
Let me look.
I think that's what the channel's at. I think it's at 380 or 370.
Let me look.
Again, for the people that are new to the channel, my sister is awesome to guest star on this channel with me. She does, Riverdale reviews with me. She does Stargirl reviews with me. She's awesome that she,
We're at 380.
I'm at 380, guys, literally. I'm trying to get to 400 before the end of October. I'm trying to get to 800 before the end of this year, and I know we can do it, guys. Again, subscribe to the channel, put in those notifications, and like this video. Again, put in those notifications because I don't want you guys missing these reviews and our talks that we talk about things, or like my videos that I do and stuff like this when my sister's not guest starring on the channel. I just don't want you guys to miss it. So again, subscribe to the channel, put on those notifications, and like this video. But guys, that was the video. I cannot wait to see you guys and hear what you guys have to say down in the comments below. And I can't wait to see you guys next week, next Tuesday, for the next episode of Stargirl. But guys, that was the video. We hope everybody has a great day, a safe day. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.